Hey, good afternoon to everybody. Look, this is the first segment of the NFL football season for the Dream Team, coming to you on YouTube channel. That's the Total Defiant Entertainment channel. Listen, we got a great panel. We're missing one right now, but as you see, I got my boys here. It's going to be a great season. Just look forward to all of the special guests, special performances that we're going to have, and just stick with us. But right now, I want my guys to introduce themselves. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm E-Dub. As you see, I'm a big Cowboys fan. But you know, like I tell everybody, it's the difference between a fan and a fanatic. These guys know, so we're going to talk football. We're going to keep it as straight as possible. And we're going to give you all the best content we can. So from my left to my right, I got my cousin Al Bills. Bills, introduce yourself.
What's going on? It's Al Bills, representing Washington Commanders, and the Redskins.
Yo, this is Knox, representing the Philadelphia Eagles, of course. Die-hard fans since day one.
All right, so listen, we're going to start this off. Just want to get you guys' opinion. We're going to ask, and I should ask, who do y'all think made the best moves in the offseason?
All right, with me.
You can be biased if you want.
Well, there's quite a few teams that made good acquisitions. Like the Commanders, they're going to be way better than they was last year. They made some really good acquisitions, especially with the quarterback that y'all drafted. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I got to go with my Eagles.
I figured that would be the. Yeah, listen. I mean, he showed up on Friday. I mean, so you should be saying that. I mean, 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. I mean, I tried to get him in my fantasy draft, but hey, listen, picking up Saquon Barkley was big, and I think just for us, from the Dallas standpoint, of course, us re-signing CeeDee Lamb. I mean, you know, that was huge. I thought we missed some opportunities during the offseason. I would have loved to see us get a Josh Jacobs or maybe a Derrick Henry, but Jerry Jones had other ideas. Of course, we brought back Ezekiel Elliott. How good or lack thereof he'll look, I'm not really too sure of, but just in my opinion, I think we should have actually went after a big running back and just see where that went. But I understand long-term, you know, money and all involved and trying to still, you know, re-sign Dak Prescott. I don't know if we're going to go long-term with him. Or Michael Parsons, considering he's up next year for a real big contract. So I'm looking forward to just seeing exactly how this move helps us, you know. But again, like the teams that I look at that we're rivaling right now, I mean, the Eagles, the Redskins, of course, in our own division. Yeah. So it's gonna be something special.
It's gonna be a good NFC East battle. I will say that.
I think we might have the toughest conference.
But I will say the best moves that I think was I'm gonna be biased. The Washington Commanders, Redskins. You know what I mean? From the front office down to the players. You know what I mean? I think we got a good draft this year.
Do you think this is a year that y'all truly break out? Do you see y'all self? Do you position yourself for a playoff run or?
Absolutely. I think the hype around it and how we want to play is going to be similar to when
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and it's going to be that, but a little more because now, not only that we handpick the players at free agency, you know, on draft, you know, but also too the what they're trying to bring as far as the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn is getting them guys ready to play, and I really think.
You also brought Magic Johnson as a part owner, and you know he's been a winner his whole life. So at the end of the day, we definitely want to make sure that we put that out there because we got another, you know, brother who's actually putting in some work to try and get a black owner, which there is no black owners for all 32 teams in NFL. So Magic, big up to him because, like I said, man, that's huge, monumental.
Right.
So leading into that, I want to talk about who do you guys think will win their respective divisions. Let's start with the NFC East first. Of course, you could be biased again, man. I mean, this is
listen.
This is what we do.
Let me. Okay, it's not what the national shows say, but if I'm already thinking that, what they say out their mouth,
right?
I'm like, okay, you thinking like I'm thinking. I think it's going to be the Eagles.
Okay,
I truly do. You know, bar none, there's no major injuries, and you know, just hopefully we don't have
what I can see
breakdown of last year going 10-1.
Yeah,
and then just you know, just
like you said, and I mean I got to be optimistic here. Y'all do have the strongest offense in the NFC East. Now, contingent on your defense, the way y'all looked on Friday, I got to say that playing against a Green Bay team that another upper echelon team in NFC, I'll say this much. Offensively, you guys have nothing to worry about, like you said, bar injury. Winning the division, I still think it's a 2-team race. I think it's us and y'all.
I agree.
Yeah.
With the Commanders somewhere falling in there, and then I'll lead into, when we talk about the conference. Of course, you got the San Francisco 49ers. We just saw the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
Probably a couple other little teams that fit in there, but as far as up. Yeah, Detroit definitely going to be strong again this year. And it might be some teams, like I said, that might surprise us because you got Kirk Cousins down there in Atlanta. They look like they're going to try and make some moves. So, I mean, just from that perspective, I think, looking at how I see the NFC shaping out, I think it'll be those same teams or those core teams that we saw last year with a sprinkle a couple other teams, moving forward.
New teams coming into play.
It's been a lot of improvement this offseason by, offseason acquisitions from other teams also. So whoever, they're not going to be what they were last year.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
And it's like
4-12.
You can't expect the team to stay in the gutter you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't expect the team to stay
just something you just said a minute ago, like the Eagles starting off last year at 10-1, and then all of a sudden, as the season progressed into that, what we call the meat and potatoes of the season, all of a sudden you have an injury or somebody doesn't play up to par. You got to go into the playoffs hot. We know this. We've all been football fans long enough to understand that, when it comes to that, exactly. If you come in with at least a core set of guys that can help you get over that hump, that's what you look for. So
definitely,
I'm looking forward to, like I said, us, as the season progresses, we'll literally have an opportunity to continue this conversation and see who's what and who's really, because after the first couple games, it's still kind of a lot of skepticism there. You don't really know who's who and what's what. But after maybe that 6th or 7th game going into that halfway point of the season, you pretty much know.
And this is what I believe. I believe that the Eagles' mindset and also the Cowboys' mindset shouldn't be like previous years. It's between us two. Because we can lose to them, or y'all can lose to them, and we focusing on each other.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? They can steal a game.
Yeah,
because they played us tough last year,
and the Giants too.
But they ain't play y'all. It's like y'all had they number.
Yeah, what's funny, and I always say this, but every year, in our respective divisions, you know how it's going to kind of go. I always look for a split. If we get a split, I'm okay with that. But if we could dominate a team and get that 2, then it just only helps us on the back end going into the playoffs or the run for the NFC Championship. But of course, we fell short last year, and like I said, I'm looking for a bounce back year. I'm hoping that these guys are now hungry enough to say, listen, we were right there. We had a home opportunity against the Green Bay Packers, but we underestimated them, and Jordan Love pretty much showed his ass that whole game.
But
yes, he did. And the defense fell right on it, which we do, Mike Zimmer.
So how do you feel about that? Do you think this is a step up from Dan Quinn, or is it plateaued?
What I really think is plateaued, only because, in all fairness to Dan Quinn, who's pretty much a defensive guru, and Zimmer's the same way. Just from the the cloth that they're cut, I don't know if it can be any improvements because, of course, you just know a couple weeks ago we lost Bland, which it just seems like that always happens to us in Dallas, where we get everybody and then somebody get hurt. So I'm looking forward to after maybe week 4 or 5 when Bland gets back in the fold. Now that we got Trayvon Diggs back, hey man, the sky's the limit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So and that's why I just say when you talk about our respective teams, I know what we bring, but it's just a matter of putting it onto the field. And that's yeah, exactly.
I had both of y'all either number 1. It's the battle between y'all.
But like I said, it's always that one team that sneak in there. Somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who do y'all like coming out of the AFC? Who y'all looking at? Who's the strongest team that you're looking at in the AFC?
This is very interesting because I was speaking with someone earlier. Now, me, this is who I think. If Joe Burrow remains healthy,
that's key. That's key.
Because you know what he can do. I seen it.
But there's an unhappy player there in Cincinnati. There's a very unhappy player, so I don't know how far they go without my man Chase.
And
if they don't get Chase back, they got to get him back in the fold.
He still doesn't have a contract.
Exactly. Well, no, he has a contract. He's under his rookie deal. What he wants is He wants that extension because
Right.
he wants that bag early.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you know the football career is very short,
Right.
very short lived. So, and right now it's a.
He wasn't like what IU got.
Bill.
I actually thought he was going to get his contract sooner than
But
IU.
see, that's the problem right there. If I'm a Jamar Chase fan,
Mhm.
you got to remember you got 2 years left under your rookie deal.
Right.
So unless you put out again, I can't just give you that money and say here when you still got 2 years you owe me. I mean, let's be real. That's what you signed a contract for.
Right. But he did produce early.
Yes, he did.
He did produce early. They went to the bowl. Well, not to the bowl. Yeah, to the
No,
bowl.
they did
right?
go to the
Yeah, they
Bulls
did go
first
to the
year.
Super Bowl. Yeah,
They
it's
went to the
His
bowl.
rookie
Yeah.
season.
Yes,
You know, the only thing that had hindered him is his injury. You know, he has had injury was kept him out of the game, but at the same time, he is that player.
All right, so back to
He's the ex-player.
all right, back to my question then. So who you got coming out the AFC? If you the strongest team that you feel right now has the most capabilities of getting, let's do two teams. I'll be in all fairness. Let's do your conference finals for the AFC and the NFC. Let's do that. So that way we'll get that right there on the table.
I got you.
Give me those top four teams.
Okay. This is my take.
Right now, the first week of the season, I want to hear this because we're going to come back to this later on in the season, and you're going to have to, I'm going to tell my man, listen, hey, you got to push
I got my AFC.
Who you got?
KC and the Bills.
All right, so there we go.
I believe it's going to be KC and the Bengals.
All right,
Championship game.
I don't even like KC this year because I think they're going to fall on their face. I like the Ravens. And I also like, this is a sleeper, I like the Dolphins. Yeah,
Really?
I'm going out on a limb.
The Dolphins.
The team
going out
that
on a
doesn't
limb.
play in January?
Listen, I'm going out on a limb. I just said it. So here, look, put it on record. My editor got it. So listen,
Oh my God.
I said the Dolphins
Okay.
and the Ravens. Remember we said that. What's today's date?
I remember.
The 8th of September.
That's
so
a
listen,
bold
first week of the
prediction
season.
right
Yeah,
there.
it's a
You know
real
what I
bold
mean?
prediction.
Like,
You know, hey, listen, if you don't throw your chips in, you ain't throwing nothing at all. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go NFC. Who you got coming out the NFC? You can be biased again, and I already know you're going to be biased.
All right. This is what I believe. I believe it's going to be the Eagles and the Detroit Lions. So, NFC Championship game
Okay.
this season.
All right.
That's a good one.
And the Eagles going to the Super Bowl.
All right. Sounds good.
That's a good one.
Sounds good. We got Bills.
I'm San Fran. They're definitely gonna return him back. Ooh, so many teams that improved too. But I'm had to go with the. I can't even say.
Come on, man. Don't be look, scared money don't win no money. Let's go. Talk to me.
These damn pigeons, man.
All right, so you got the Eagles and who you say?
Man.
Who was the other one?
San Fran.
All right, San Fran.
San Fran.
I was kind of on that same. I was on that same accord, but unless San Fran get Trent Williams back, which did he come back?
I think
Tell me something. Give me some NFL news.
No, I think he came back.
He signed?
I think they gave him a contract.
All right, so
You do injury report.
considering that he gets back in the fold, I like San Fran. I want to be biased, but I can't because I'm not a fanatic. I'm a fan first, and I'm a football fan first. I like the Detroit Lions, man. I think the Detroit Lions was just really one play away from winning that game against San Fran last year. Because if we all be honest, San Fran squeaked their way into that Super Bowl. That was two games they played against Green Bay and Detroit. They should have lost. We know this. As football fans, we know this.
Yes.
So
But at the same time, though, it can't be the shoulda. You know what I mean?
No. But I'm just saying, when we watched those games, though, you saw how Detroit gave that game up on Dan Campbell's being an inexperienced coach in a playoff situation.
He shouldn't have went for it.
Exactly my point.
He shouldn't have went for it. But you know, you make decisions in a time like that because you want to win.
Right, of course.
And he probably had the guts to say he had trust in golf.
No, he won.
You know what I mean?
Listen, he won the belt because he had to wear that shit after the game was over and talk to the reporters on how he screwed that whole game up. So we know, but I'm just saying from a fan's perspective,
He's nonchalant about it too.
We know. Exactly, because he knew he blew it.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
That was a game they should have won going away. With no pun intended. San Fran should have not been in the Super Bowl, even though they did make it, like you said, the woulda, shoulda, coulda. But Detroit blew that opportunity.
Golf. He outplayed Brock Purdy also. Outplayed.
Oh, yeah. Listen, if you look at that game,
you got a veteran.
talk to him.
versus what? The second year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, experience speaks. You feel me? So although he hasn't been to that level, but he knows how to play under that
No,
pressure.
he's been to the Super Bowl already.
Man.
He lost against.
All right, so now,
that's right.
before we go
That's
into our week 1 picks, now that we talked about who's going to come out of the conferences, we discussed that. Now we're going to talk about who do you think is your Super Bowl winner. And again, you could be biased with the green and black on today. Who's going to win the 2025 Super Bowl of the year?
You know he going to
EAGLES. Eagles.
All right, so we know how he feel. All right, Bills, talk to me. Who you got winning your Super Bowl? Yeah, definitely a down on that. I can't live another year with the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. 2018 was enough for me.
I really want to speak on my team, but I can't because we just started back out. So I got to go with, and this is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing that this team will do. Well, any team will do, and that's 3 wins. I got KC going back and winning. 3 keys.
Well, because I told you guys who I liked, of course, you know, it's either Baltimore, the Dolphins. Now we got in the NFC. Who do I say I like? I said San Fran and the Eagles, right? I would never say on this live platform ever. You will never hear me say this. I will never say, even though in the back of my head I might be thinking that. But listen, San Fran coming out of the NFC, and I got Baltimore coming out of the AFC, and I like Baltimore to win the whole thing. So Baltimore Ravens winning that's my Super Bowl pick. And again, like I said, what I want to say, y'all never hear me say it, but too bad for them. All right, so now we're going to go into our week 1 picks, man. We're going to talk some football. That's the here and now. So I'm going to start with these games. You guys give me who you think is going to win that particular game. And then at the very end of this segment, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about who do you think is your best bet, who you would put the whole house on if it was in terms of money and what you had to do. All right, so let's start with the Cowboys and the Browns.
Cowboys and the Browns. The Browns have very good really good defense.
Great defense.
Yeah.
Great defense.
Yeah.
But for some reason,
Offense is super suspect.
Deshaun's back.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a football fan. I got to go with the boys.
All right, come on, Al, what we talking?
No, same here. Same here. The boys, and y'all playing away or home?
Away.
Away. I still got the boys.
All right, so I got the Cowboys too, and you know that's it. I mean, I wear the shield. All right, so the next game on the docket, I will start with me. It's going to be the Steelers and the Falcons. All right, I just heard this last minute, change. We got Justin Fields.
Sorry.
But I'm going to tell you something, man. I just think the Falcons with Kirk Cousins, they got a great running back.
Yeah.
I like Pitts at the tight end position. I think he's now going to show everybody what he's worth. And I just think the Steelers are young and in a rebuilding situation, so I like the Falcons this week.
Yeah. I have to totally agree with you 100%. I have to go with the Falcons. They're never one of those sleeper teams.
That's what we're talking about.
They may not be up there, but they going to be slick with it. You got to watch out for them.
Okay, talk to me, Bills.
I got the Falcons too. I mean, they got new coach Raheem Morris, who's a tree off of the Washington Redskins tree.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I believe in him and what he's going to be as a coach there.
All right. Still continue with the 1 o'clock games. We got the Cardinals against the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, man. I got to go with the big bad Josh Allen in the game. Man, I know they missing, Stephon Diggs.
Don't forget now, we got Marvin Harrison's son out there. Arizona. Murray fully healthy.
I don't trust Kyler Murray.
All right.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust their defense, but at the end of the day.
I still like Buffalo's defense.
Yeah, I like them. And Josh Allen has something to prove.
And it's becoming a trend right here because it looks like the first 3 games, we all picked the same teams. And I'm going with the Bills, too.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Bills, too. Okay, so another 1 o'clock game. We got the Titans against the Chicago Bears. I'll start with myself. Ooh. Titans made some good moves in the offseason. They went young.
Yeah.
I like their quarterback. The Bears with Kyler Williams coming out of USC. Another great pickup. They got my man Allen from the Chargers.
Yeah.
This will probably be one of those games that I say would be a flip of a coin for me. But because it's in Chicago, I'm going to go with the Bears. I'm going to definitely go with the Bears. And then, the Bears.
The Bears. Yeah.
All right, we got Bills.
I'm going with the Bears.
Okay.
I'm going with the Bears, man. Caleb Williams. You got the other rookie, Adozu. You still got Keenan Allen, like you
Yeah,
said.
they got
DeAndre Swift over
Don't
there.
forget about my man C.J. Moore.
They got C.J. Moore.
Moore,
over
yeah,
there.
he's a killer.
No.
DJ Moore. My fault.
DJ Moore.
We got a
Man.
correction there. You see that?
Oh man, look, I gotta go with them, man. And they defense had. They still got Montez Sweat, another rest and an extra rest. You know,
X-Riz, can you speak up on that?
They got one of our former players. Like,
you know.
All right, we'll talk to us, Eagles. What we got?
oh man, I got to go with Chicago Bears.
All right,
This
yeah,
is this is
Yeah.
bigger than people don't even realize. They finally have the quarterback that they want.
needed. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
And he's
And they built
very
around
talented.
they also built around him the right
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Because getting my man from the Eagles
Yeah.
with Swift,
Right?
right?
The running back.
You got some bomb ass receivers.
Yeah.
Defense is top notch. They're gonna be a problem. That's gonna be another one of those teams we talk about going into December and January,
Right.
where when
Yeah.
that cold weather kicks in,
They could be a wild card.
exactly.
They could be a wild
Exactly.
card.
Now, maybe I think the Bears may be the Texans of this year.
Okay.
Remember how C.J. Stroud
Yeah,
came
yeah,
in
yeah.
there and
Yeah,
Because
and I'm
that's
surprised
kinda
none of us
expected
talked
of
about them
Cleveland,
dudes
yeah.
because
Yeah,
they're going to
but-
be a sleeper in the AFC.
listen.
But we all talked about conference finalists and
Yeah,
going to.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think they're still a year away.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. So we got
But they got a
next
slot.
the Patriots and the Bengals. I think that's another.
Oh yeah, that
Come on,
you
man,
already
that's a
know what it
no-brainer.
is. That's
So
a no-brainer.
listen, y'all, we're gonna just go. This is gonna be one of the drops that we have when we talk about when we all unanimous on it. It's a drop. All Bengals.
Yeah.
All
Patriots know
Bengals.
who's quartering.
Yeah,
They know.
Well, they say
Yeah.
Brissett, but yeah, we
Brissett.
all right. So this is a good one because it's an in division
Terrible.
Drake may be in there by week 5.
Terrible line over
Yeah.
there.
Drake may be in there by week
All
5.
right, so this is the actual division rivalry. We got the Texans against the Colts.
Ooh, that's good. That's a goodie.
That's
a
a
goodie.
Two
goodie.
young black
That's
quarterbacks.
a goodie, and I like Richardson. He's from Florida Gators. He
Mm.
played. Oh my God, and he's coming back off an injury. So I gotta go with.
That'll be going to stay in the Colts. That's who you lean into.
I gotta go with the Texans, man. I'm sorry.
All right, then C.J. Stroud, yeah, they get. I was about to say, yeah. You can't. Them boys, they
Stephon
ready.
Diggs.
They ready.
Who's the other young boy out over there on the wide receiver?
Oh, you
He's
talking
nice
about my
too.
man? My girl had him last year on her fantasy team.
He is nice.
Number
man.
12. You talking about? I know you talking about. I can't think his name. But
Yeah,
talking about, but
yeah,
he's a
but I-
monster.
yeah. He had a almost Pro Bowl season last
Yeah.
year.
Yes, he did.
And
recall.
I like the Texans defense against Colts offense, although they got Steichen over there, right? From the Eagles
Yeah.
coaching. Yeah. It's cool.
So yeah,
I take Texans. I got Texans.
Are we unanimous on this again? Did we do
yeah,
the boom?
I got to go with
Oh,
C.J. Stroud in the
Another
game.
boom, y'all.
But
Listen, I told y'all
it is by
when it's unanimous.
24-17.
Oh, now we throwing out scores. All right, so the next another 1 o'clock game. We got the Jaguars playing the Dolphins.
Now this game is very interesting because you have
Battle.
pretty good quarterbacks that's going. Tua just got paid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like now this game is kind of iffy for me.
It should be a who can outscore who type game.
Exactly.
It's going to be a
But
shootout.
Who's going to make the defensive stop in the clutch situation?
And I need Tyreek for about 310 catches and about 4 touchdowns. I got him on my fantasy team. That's asking a lot. If I get just half of that, I'm all right.
I'm kind of.
All right, so who we got? So you got to give me a pick because our fans need to know who you got. We looking at the Jaguars or the Dolphins? Talk to me.
This a home game for the Dolphins.
Yes, it is.
Since it's a home game, I have to go with the Miami Dolphins.
Man, I'm going with the Jaguars.
All right, y'all heard that first. He's
I
going
got
with the
the
Jaguars. Listen, I like the Jags too, but I want my man Tyreek Hill to go off. So y'all heard it first. We got 2 Jags, 1 Dolphin, but that's where we going with that.
You know, he can go off and he can still lose, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. Just go off. That's all I need. All right, so now we got another goodie coming from the NFC South. We got the Carolina Panthers against the New Orleans Saints. I'll take the head on this one. I'm going to definitely go with the Saints. I think the Saints is building something down there.
Yeah.
Last year was a little rebuild, but I like the Saints this week.
Yeah, I'll take the Saints myself.
Another
I agree
boom?
with the Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom!
Carolina's terrible.
All right, so now we're going to move on to the next game. We got the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings against the New York Giants.
I know.
Talk to me. The Giants is in a total rebuild.
Yeah,
man.
they did total rebuild. I have to go with the Vikings.
I'm going with my man Justin Jefferson all day long.
Always. Even though who their quarterback?
For the Vikings?
Yeah.
You know what? That's
Oh,
that's
Sam
a good.
Darnold.
There you go.
Sam Darnold. Yeah,
They got him.
he's getting another chance.
He's getting another chance. He's capable of winning. He's gonna, and he got Justin Jefferson.
All right, so that hey y'all looks like another boom.
Yeah.
All right, so next game we got the 4 or 5 games. So now we starting the afternoon games. We got the Raiders against the Chargers.
Jim Harbaugh.
That's it.
That's
That's
I like
AFC
the
West
Raiders.
divisional game.
I like Antonio
Yeah,
Pierce,
yeah.
but I have to go with the Chargers with
Now remember-
Harbaugh,
But
man.
remember though, Justin Herbert, he's hurt. He's not playing his first game. You remember that?
No, he's not playing.
I did. He's hurt.
Oh,
So
he's hurt.
that changed the dynamics a
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So then you want to rethink that bit.
Yeah.
So we going off the Chargers back to going to the Raiders.
Yeah.
I gotta see.
Yeah.
Now we got to make these picks definitive. The people want to know.
No. If Justin
Because somebody
Herbert's
got
out,
some money riding on this, and you indecisive.
I got to go with the Raiders.
I want nobody coming at the Total Define Entertainment Dream Team and talking about, yo, E, get at that border. I don't want no smoke.
I'll be
I
out
don't want no
Vegas next
smoke.
week, so remember I picked y'all.
All right, Al, who we got?
I'm going with the quarterback whisper.
All right,
Chargers.
all right.
Although Herbert's out.
I'm looking for the, you know what, man, because I was almost
Got
born in the
something good going out
70s. I'm going to go with the black hole, man. I'm going to go with the Raiders, man. I'm going to go with the Raiders this week. Y'all heard it first. I'm going with the Raiders. All right, so
it's gonna be a tight one.
we got the Broncos against the Seahawks. NFC, AFC, but two teams that I would say are young teams, but are coming into. Because listen, Pete Carroll always put a good team out there. We know that. Can Geno hold the fort? Can that young boy stay healthy at running back?
Mm-hmm.
Can my man Lockett have another? I'm hoping because he's on my fantasy team again. Y'all heard that first. But can he have another good year? So Broncos to me are young. I just don't think they're ready yet. I think Sean Payton is still building something there. So for me personally, I got to go with the more veteran team. And at this point, it's definitely I'm definitely looking at the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win this game by, I'll say, 24-21. I'm giving y'all a score there too.
Okay. I take the young ball, Bo Nix, the Broncos.
All right.
I think Bo Nix is football ready, a football quarterback already. I think that's why Peyton went with him to start, and I think that offense is going to be something special.
Okay.
I think so too, but not this week.
I love it.
I'm taking Seahawks.
I love it. There we go. All right. So we got 2 Seahawks, 1 Broncos. All right. So now, hey, this game's a little personal. You know, I got somebody on the panel whose team this happened to be. We got the Commanders against the Buccaneers, and we'll let him go last since he's a Commanders fan. Now, listen, Buccaneers last year with that quarterback out of Cleveland, you know, had a lot of lean years there. But I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I think the Buccaneers is another team that we're sleeping on, and I think they're going to be formidable. But I like the Redskins too. So for me, this will be a toss-up. But I got to go with the home team, and I'm going with the Bucks down there in Tampa, man. I'm going with the Bucks. Talk to me, Eagle. Let's go.
All right. Like I said, I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but I know football. I have to go with the Commanders today.
Okay, all right.
There we go.
He must have paid you off before we got
No, because
something happened.
I
No, he know football.
Yeah, I gotta go.
That's what makes the pick so great.
You know, I just think y'all gonna do something today. Y'all gonna open people's eyes today.
Let them other Redskins fans, the Commander fans, I'm sorry, Commanders, but let them know too, because I think people want to know what makes them so dynamic this year, and what do you think bring, as we say, them to a formidable opportunity to do something this year that Commander fans will look for to be special.
Like we said earlier, the Commanders, one of the teams that made a lot of off-season acquisitions. They drafted well, and I just think that they're up and coming. They're very up and coming. Like I said, I just think they might be
I see this as Texans really did pay you.
They might be the Texans of last year.
Let's see.
You know what I'm saying? Rookie quarterback. Boom. All
right, come on, but Commanders, talk to us.
You know them. Let's go.
Here we go. Talk to him, Al.
Look here, man. We got the young boy, Jaden Daniels, man. He's going to be very special for the next 10 seasons.
He got a cannon,
like
too.
that.
So who do you compare him to?
Terry McLaurin. He's a mixture. He's a mixture of Vic.
And this is the starting quarterback we're talking about. Okay.
He's a mixture of Vic and Cam.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
How big is this ball?
All right. I'm gonna do one better.
Come on, we can't hold too much time on this.
He kind of
one
reminds
game.
me.
We need to get Dallas this much time.
Warren Moon, like this accuracy, how he throws.
So we got 2 Commanders and 1 Buccaneers, 1 Buccaneers. So Al, all right, that's cool. So now for the late game on NBC, we got a good one. We got the Rams and the Lions. Who you got?
That's a good joke.
This is
Sunday Night Football.
Yeah,
this is tonight. This is 8:30.
That's gonna be
The Rams and the Lions. You got 2 quarterbacks.
they in LA, right? Or they in Detroit?
They in Detroit. You got two
Stafford
quarterbacks.
going back home.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be a real good game.
Now remember, that was a playoff game last year.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Talk about it.
I think I'm gonna still go with the Detroit Lions.
Okay. I think
Feel like they
strong.
got it together.
Well, we 2 for 2 because I'm gonna go with Detroit too.
Yeah.
I just don't think the Rams are what the Rams used to be.
No, I got Detroit too.
All right, so that's a boom, y'all. All right, so the last game of the week, before we go into our picks, our only pick for the week is we say the best bet. So all you fans out there looking at this YouTube channel, that's the Dream Team Total Defined Entertainment channel. We coming to you.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to give it to you every week. But let's do this last game, Monday night, the Jets and the 49ers. Monday Night Football. Talk to me. Y'all thinking long, man. Y'all act like that's a playoff game. It's only a regular season Monday night.
It has playoffs.
I mean, it's a no-brainer for me, y'all. 49ers. I mean, like, listen, they that.
But the only thing is that Aaron Rodgers is back.
Right.
And Aaron Rodgers know how to play some football.
Yes, he do.
And he's going back home. That's where he grew up.
Well, it sounded to me like y'all both want the Jets.
Jets. Jets.
You know what man said? He's a bad man. I got to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
All right, so as we went,
and that Jets defense, don't forget about that Jets defense.
No, yeah, but again, like this is the thing, and we always say woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers only played 1 play last year all season. We don't know. He's 35 plus years old.
Right.
So we will see. And San Fran defense is lights out. We know this already.
Yeah.
So how much they can run the ball to me will be the difference in this game because you cannot put the onus on Aaron Rodgers at a 35 plus year quarterback who only played 1 game coming off an Achilles injury to bet. So for me, that's the reason why I'm picking the 49ers. And I just think the 49ers, because of what happened to them last year, they on a mission.
Yeah.
They on a
That's
mission.
why I think the Jets, because of what happened to them last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was over before it started. So I want to see it get started.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we went through these games. We talked about them. We gave a little dialogue on them. If you had to put your house on these 16 games that we just talked about, give me your best option for who you like this week to tell the fans that if you had to throw all your chips into one bucket. I'll go through the games again for you, just so that way you'll get a little feel. So we got Cowboys, Browns. We got the Steelers, Falcons. We got the Cardinals and the Bills, the Titans and the Bears, the Patriots and the Bengals. I know who I'm going with.
Bingo.
That's your bet of the week. Your bet of the week is good. Who?
That
Bengals and Patriots. Yes. If somebody had to put the house on.
I'll put the house, the car, and the dog on that.
Y'all heard that first. Bengals over the Patriots. All right, Al, what we got? So I'll continue to go through them. We got the Texans, the Colts.
I know. I got the Bills. I think the Bills are going to dominate. I think Josh Allen, he's going to show people that it wasn't just Stephon. He's going to spread that ball around. He's going to do what he needs to do to win. He's a football player.
See, you know what, man? I'm going to take the onus off these guys because they, as you see, the garb they wear, they chumps anyway. I'm going to keep it a buck. I wear my stripes tough. Dallas is a guarantee. What Barkley say? Guarantee. But Dallas guaranteed went over the Mayor said, Dallas over the Cleveland Browns this week. Put your money on it. Listen.
Here business Friday night in Brazil.
Yeah, and listen, we can recap those games, and I just want to do that a little bit before we go off air. But tell me, how did you feel about that win in Brazil, and what was if you could have had that experience, what have you liked to have went to Brazil to witness that?
Yeah, it would have been a great experience because it's the first time that football games have been played over there, and it was us. So, what I get out of that?
Tell me what you're looking from a team aspect.
I just looking for Hurts to not force things. You don't have to. You got too many weapons.
Well, talk to them because I ain't an Eagles fan. So talk to the fans.
You got too many weapons to force anything. That throw in the end zone, that was a terrible decision. I mess with you, I rock with you, but don't do that.
Other than that, what do you look at as far as what you guys can actually, I would say, grow on coming off of that first game, watching the defense, knowing they struggled a little bit. Mm-hmm. You guys had a couple key turnovers to me that had that been a better team or those balls would have bounced another way, it could have got ugly. Because early on, y'all looked really shaky to me. But as the game progressed, the Eagles showed who they truly were going to be, are going to be, and continue moving on, I think they will be. For me, I thought the game was a little sloppy early. I thought the Eagles held court. And I think Green Bay, depending upon what happens with Jordan Love, they're definitely going to be a formidable opponent as the season gets, to a point. And then I'll touch a little bit on that Thursday night game, which was the Ravens against the Chiefs. I thought it was a great game. I mean, if that man put his toe a little bit more into
the Kevin Durant toe.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, and that's another two teams that will be there in the AFC. But I thought it was a great start to the NFL season. And as we move on, as, the season progresses, I think we'll get to see more great football.
Yes.
And, again, listen, y'all, this is the Total Define first NFL segment. As you see, I got my two great panelists here with me. We're going to continue this going. Just please show the love, the support. Keep supporting the channel. Again, that's the Dream Team Podcast. E-Dubs with a Z on the end of Dream. That's the new merch coming. Shirts, hoodies, all of that. Total Define Entertainment, man. Watch us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment. We love y'all. From my panel to y'all, love and peace.
Y'all have a great